Good morning, everybody. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to touch base on yesterday. It was not the greatest day. I went 2, 3, and 1 on my plays that I put on this video. The one that got voided was the over 47.5 yard for the longest field goal, which was, I did mine on Bet Rivers, and I had no idea that it would get voided if there was no field goals in the game, to be honest. But I'm glad that it did, even though I feel like Buffalo should have kicked a field goal in the first quarter, which if they would have made it, then it would have cashed. And actually, if they would have missed it, it still would have been voided. The Kenneth Walker rushing prop was an easy cash. Then the under for Rashad White, that actually killed us on the last play of the game, basically. He needed like one more yard, I think, and he got 4. So he ended up with 76.5, and we had it under 72.5. And then, so that was kind of a bad beat. Then the Detroit game, who in their right mind thought that Dan Campbell would play his starters the entire game? I think that was still a good read. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it. I think if Detroit doesn't play their starters in the second half, I think that's an easy win, especially at a plus 120. And then the last one was Seattle minus 2.5. If they go to overtime instead of going for the 2-point conversion, which I don't blame them for going for the 2-point conversion, then that one would have a chance of cashing also. So all three of the losses were, like, in my opinion, still good reads. Just unfortunate, that's all. Hopefully today's a lot better. I'm going to be basically focusing on the college football game. I've got my first play is going to be Michigan versus Washington. I'm actually going to take the first quarter under 13 points on DraftKings. It was a minus 121. In order to get this, you're going to have to go underneath alternate over and unders for the first quarter, because the regular under is 12.5. That's like a minus 108. I'm doing under 13 just in case there's a missed extra point, or for some unknown reason there's a touchdown and 2 field goals. I highly doubt that happens. I'm fully expecting Michigan to do a ball control game. I'm expecting if Michigan scores in the first quarter, it's going to be a minimum of a 5-minute drive. They're going to try and run the ball. That's what I think, at least. Even though Washington is not the greatest against the pass, they're not really that good against the run either. And I think Michigan's best shot in this game is to keep Mr. Penix off the field. So that's my first play. Another lean that I have is the first half under 28.5 points. I believe that's a minus 125 right now. Then I've got a same game parlay that I did on FanDuel. Everybody should have a 30% boost that they can use. I did this one earlier in the week, and it was a plus 103 before the boost. So mine ended up being a plus 132. But this one here, I've got Washington plus 18.5. Then I've got Michigan plus 8.5. I've got the game over 36.5 points, but under 72.5. It's a minus 105. I really like this one a lot. If Michigan wins this game, I don't see them winning by more than 18 points. Actually, I see them winning by less than 14. And if Washington wins the game, I don't see them blowing Michigan out either. Those are my two official plays for this game. One of my leans, if you want to play something else, would be Michigan to win by 1 to 13 points. This is on FanDuel, and it's a plus 180. And also, every book pretty much has some sort of boost for this game tonight. My next play is going to be in the NBA. It's going to be the Boston Celtics minus 3.5. And as you can see, I emphasized half a unit. Here's why I'm saying half a unit. I believe right now the line, it was 2.5. Now it's 3.5. So I don't know if that's trending towards Tatum and Porzingis playing, or at least one of the two playing. But if either Tatum or Porzingis play, then I like this. If they don't play, then it could possibly be in trouble. So that's why I'm saying I'm doing this for a half a unit. That's one I like. Then my last one is also going to be a half a unit play, and I just couldn't resist. It's Nick Richards for a double-double plus 200 for Charlotte. PJ Washington is still out, and Nick Richards has been playing pretty solid lately. He's been pushing pretty close to 30 minutes a game. And with Rozier back for Charlotte also, I think they're playing a lot better right now. I think if they keep this game close versus Chicago, this has a great chance of coming through. And at a plus 200, how could you not do it? So those are my plays that I like for today. I appreciate anyone that is watching these recordings, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will be doing my best to make some improvements in the background and just make the overall recordings get better and better on a weekly basis. Thank you very much.